Okay, in this video, I'm going to show you a couple things you want to do prior to gluing and assembling your cabinet. After you open the box up, you got all your parts and pieces out. The first thing I like to do is on the front frame, on the stiles, this groove, dado, is where your 1/2-inch plywood sides are going to get down in. So you're going to glue the two wide ledges down in that plow. The real deep groove is to accept the splines that are pre-installed in all your sides, tops, and bottoms. So again, you're going to glue the two ledges on your stiles, and on the rails you're going to glue right above the groove and right below the groove. So there's two spots there. And one other thing I like to do, if there's any finish, meaning the top coat stain, or if it's a painted cabinet, if there was any of that in here in this plow, I take a 1/2-inch chisel, and this one's pretty clean, but I'm just going to show you what I mean. I put it down in, push firmly, and drag it backwards, and that cleans any finish up. Glue will not bond to paint, top coat, stain, so I like to double check them, and if I'm going to go through the steps to build it, I want it to last a lifetime. So just try to clean any excess finish, paint, top coat, whatever, out of the plows on the stiles. The next thing you want to do is on any unfinished sides of any cabinet, whether it be a wall or a base, where you're going to put your floor and ceiling into the female dovetail, you just take a pencil, and let me get my glasses on, and I'm marking. You can see on the opposite side, here's the female dovetail groove. I'm putting a little pencil mark, and then I'm gonna put a mark there. That way when the cabinet's together, I'll have a pencil line to be able to shoot my staples through, and I know I'm gonna hit in the correct position every time. So after you have your little marks on, just put a pencil line there. It's a guide where you're going to shoot through the sides into your floor and ceiling. Okay, that side's already marked. We got the frame ready, the sides are marked. And one other thing that's real important is your floor and your ceiling is you want to check the male dovetail in the female. You don't want to glue this and then go to put it together and it's tight, you know, it's swelled up from moisture. So you put it in, and that fits beautiful, and that's what you want. You don't want to have to force it, beat on it. You're just going to damage the cabinet parts, and you're going to get frustrated. If it was a little tight, sanding block, and all you have to do is just take your sanding block, put it on the male dovetail. You got to watch it so you don't hit the sanding block on your finish of the interior of your cabinet. And you would do that to all four edges of both dovetails. So they're good, I've checked them already. And then the last thing is on the back of the cabinet. From the factory, there'll be a kerf in the back, and what this is for, that's pre-marked for you, so that when you put the back on, that's where you would shoot down in to your floor. So put it in that way just to show you. So that represents where you're gonna shoot. And I'm gonna stress this point, even though they're pre-marked, it only takes an extra second to measure it. I've been doing this for years, and it happens, not often, but it will happen, where this kerf in production, somehow it was off a little bit. It might have ran a 1/4 inch out of whack from one side to the other. So take your tape and just check it. It's right around 1 1/4 inches, a little less than 1 1/4 inches. So again, please check these prior to shooting, because if the kerf line from the factory's off, you're either gonna blow a staple into the cabinet and then you have a mess to clean up, or you're gonna shoot a staple out through the outside, which is not a big of a deal, but you still don't want, you know, staples and brad nails sticking out that you gotta fix, cut off, clean up, and patch. So that's just a prep prior to gluing and assembling your cabinet. Just it'll make your job a lot easier. And after you put a cabinet or two together, you just keep repeating the process. And this is done on wall cabinets and base cabinets. Just do them a few steps prior to building them, and you'll see that your cabinets will go together as easy as you see me doing it here in my own videos.